was started in 1979 after a discussion with my own agent. Uh, I wanted to write a book about a secret society of doctors dedicated to mercy killing. And she thought that was a great idea, and everyone at the agency did. But then she said, did I know that 75% of the people in this country who buy books are women? Was there any way I could make this be nurses? And the moment she said that, my brain exploded. I saw the whole book at one time in about 2 seconds. And what I didn't know as a new writer that I was seeing was the essence of fiction. And the essence of most writing, in fact, is conflict and resolution, conflict between characters, conflict within characters, conflict between the character and the plot. And, excuse me, so I had suddenly stumbled on the notion of writing about conflict. And from then on, that's all I ever have done, write about conflict. And here we have the natural conflict of physicians, very often male physicians back then, who step into a room with a terminally ill patient and say, I want that patient to have a full resuscitation. When here the nurses are, who take care of the patient 23 hours and 55 minutes a day, and they know the anguish and the pain that the family and the patients have gone through and are going through, and they are in favor of terminating and making an intelligent decision on who to terminate the life of their patient. And they have secret meetings, they present the case the way it should be presented, and ultimately make a decision about who will do it and how it shall be done. And basically that's at the essence of the book, The Sisterhood. And at the middle of the book is a young surgeon who's trying to get his life back after a prolonged bout with alcoholism following the accidental death of his wife and child in a car crash. And he is bit by bit scraping his life back together again when suddenly he's accused of the death of one of these patients who in fact was killed by the Sisterhood. And the Sisterhood itself ends up making a decision that if he isn't found guilty of this crime, that whoever did it, one of their members, would in fact be the chief suspect. So that's the story, The Sisterhood of Life. I'm not going to tell you how it all ends or how it comes out, but I do want to say it was my first book. It was published in 1982 after about 5 drafts. I really didn't know the first thing at the time about writing. And fortunately, I had a legend in the field named Linda Gray, who was my first editor at Bantam Books. And Linda was wonderful and helped me learn some of the tricks of the trade. The book was published. It made the New York Times bestseller list for at least 8 weeks. I really can't remember the exact number, and it's still in print after about 35 or 36 printings. And it's very exciting. It's been translated into now close to 40 languages, and it's a great way to have broken into the business. So I guess that's what I want to tell you about the Sisterhood. Don't forget the answer to the question, which I'm not going to tell you again. And I'm glad you're watching these, and I have no idea how many correct answers it will take to win this contest 17 books from now. But I'll enjoy presenting them to you on an every other week basis. So thank you very much for tuning in. Tell your friends, tell them about the contest, and I look forward to doing this again. Thanks very much.